support your lie no more. I won't even try
Throughout my
no
life,
more.
people have told me that
If
I
I
go
have
against
to
the
die,
grain.
oh Lord,
I just don't
that's
see the
how I
world like
choose to
most people do.
live. I won't be
I have my own
compromised no
mind
more.
and a
I
different
can't be
concept of life than
victimized
most.
no more. I just don't sympathize no more. 'Cause now I understand.
Peace and blessings. Welcome to Deprogramming from the Matrix with Adrian Ziegler. So today's episode 2, and it's entitled Only the Beholder Can Decide. So I chose this title based off a popular phrase that we've all heard, like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And I also feel that in regards to being handsome. So, beautiful and handsome runs hand in hand, and it's in the eye of the beholder. You as the person, you as the possessor, you decide what's handsome or beautiful. When I think of the word handsome, I think of masculine, man. I hear the word beautiful, I think of feminine, woman, and then I look at handsome and beautiful as like, okay, so it's what's satisfying and pleasing to your eyes in regards to like facial features and your body. So, so people look at, that's a handsome man, that's a beautiful woman. So according to dictionary.com, beautiful is defined as having beauty, possessing qualities that give great pleasure or satisfaction to see, hear, think about, etc. Delighting the senses or mind. Okay, that's the definition of beautiful. Handsome is defined as having an attractive, well-proportioned, and imposing appearance suggestive of health and strength. Okay, now that's the definition of beautiful and handsome according to dictionary.com. Now, I feel like in regards to like being beautiful and handsome, we have our societal norms, and whether we realize it or not, our societal norms are thrown at us. They're thrown at us they're thrown at us through television, film, online, especially social media, billboards. And so when people see someone with, societal standards of looking handsome and beautiful, a lot of people value ourselves based off of that. You know what I'm saying? So back in my day, back when I was growing up, so we considered, like Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Pamela Anderson, Brad Pitt. We consider those people to be, handsome and beautiful. And, and they look good. I'm not a hater, I'm a lover. Those are good looking people, and subconsciously and consciously that tells people like, okay, so you have to have a flat stomach. Your skin needs to be flawless. You need to have a gym body. And I was really excited, like in the 2000s, like when Viola Davis came out and when Monique came out, and they were showing women like, there's different types of beauty. Because there are some of us as men, we like, we like a chocolate woman. We like a woman with some, extra pad and some thickness to them and everything. And that's beautiful. That's sexy. Some of us guys like women like that. Every man doesn't want a woman with a perfect body. You know what I'm saying? I surely don't. I like all of it. I love a beautiful woman. I love a beautiful woman in general. But yeah, I like some women, I like the Beyonce. I like a mixture of it. I like all of it, And I remember from reading some article that Lupita Nyong'o was in when she was talking about colorism and how sometimes, like when she was growing up, she didn't view herself as beautiful because she was so dark-skinned. And that's really based off society, and like what the world tells us. And of course, Western colonization. And it's like, okay, so, you're so black and, if you're so black, you're not that beautiful. And speaking for myself, so like when I think of like I know a beautiful woman when I see it. And there's beautiful for me, like, okay, she's sexy. I want to make love to her all night long. And this is a beautiful woman. And then there's beauty to me, a beautiful woman to me, she looks like artwork. And I don't feel sexual with her at all. I think she's just beautiful because her spirit from the inside shines on the outside. In addition, she's just she's beautiful. Like I look at like women like Lupita Nyong'o and Viola Davis, like they're black like the night, and that's beautiful to me. And like I've sat there before for like long periods of time and stared at their pictures in magazines, and women like that, like you look like art. Like you need to be up on a wall and painted. Like that's how beautiful you are from your artwork and what you look like, And everyone's not going to have the Idris Elba, the Denzel, the Beyonce, the Halle Berry. Everyone's not going to have that body or those looks and everything. But handsome and beautiful it comes in all different aspects, and that's something that we have to realize in life. So just getting like a little personal and everything. So I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm older, and I'm one of those people. As I got older, I'm able to say that my experiences had taught me. They gave me very good life lessons, and they were also blessings in disguise, and they showed me certain things about life. So when I tell you, like when I was younger, I'm laughing a little bit because I can laugh at certain things when I'm reflecting back on it. When I was younger in my 20s and my teens, I went through a period of, I always had a flat stomach and everything, and I was handsome to a lot of women especially and people. So I went through my period where like I would like unbutton my shirt and I would take my shirt off and I would flex my chest and everything and I have a deep voice and women would tell me how sexy I am. So it really wasn't hard for me as a man in my 20s and my teens to get a girl. I had long locks and everything. And I remember back then, it's more so I had an ego. I had an ego. I was full of myself and everything. And you get older, and your ego it goes away as you get older. And I think in a way that's really great because you become more humble, you have more humility, and you're able to value things beyond your looks. Because looks fade, they come and go. And when I got out of my 20s, I started noticing certain things within my body and like, okay, like I can't run as fast as I used to. It's hard, my metabolism's changed. If I eat certain foods, it's going to give me like a little gut. And especially all of us from COVID, we all experienced that, like, hey, COVID has changed certain things within us. So, yeah, I got like a little gut for a little while and got kind of flabby. I wasn't as tight as I used to be. I couldn't, do this with my, well, I can do a little bit, but, I couldn't do it as much as I used to because of my flabbiness and stuff. And I remember I've experienced pros and cons, good and negative comments from people. So dealing with the negative first, there were some people who saw me and like within 10 seconds, damn, like what happened to your body? Like you used to be tight. You used to, have the 12 pack, the six pack, and you used to look a certain type of way. Damn, Zig, what's up, AZ? Like what happened, man? And like, oh man, like, oh, you been back on the East Coast for a while. You went down south and you be eating that good homemade cooking. Yeah, I be eating some good food and cornbread and cocoa bread and beef patty and cocoa bread. And yeah, I've been eating certain foods. And and I try to play it off and like I'm gonna lose it and I'm gonna, get my body back in shape. But it's kind of hurtful. That's kind of hurtful and everything. And then some people, like especially like in LA, because those of us who live in LA know like there's Hollywood and there's LA, Los Angeles, and I love LA. I'd rather be with regular people. And my homies in LA and Maryland and DC and the DMV, they were like, you look good. Like I can tell you not your body's not as tight as it used to be, but you look good. Like you're basing this off of Hollywood and Hollywood standards and what they tell you you're supposed to look like and the stripper body and all that. And like it's okay. Like you look good, you look fine as you are, and like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll be so self-conscious in my head. And I'm like, well, I'm not as tight as I used to be, and I can pat my belly a little bit, and my afro's out, my afro's big, but I got some gray hair and this and that. And they're like, it's okay. Like, you're not in your 20s anymore. It's okay. And at the end of the day, what I'm saying? Like, from experiences, I'm so grateful for these experiences. And through seeing it, like, looks come and go. Your body changes, you get older, age 10, 20, 30, 40, 70, 80, like, you get older. Your body's not going to look the same. It's not going to feel the same. It's not going to have the same, experiences as it did before. And it's okay. You still look good as you are. It's okay. And it doesn't really matter. Like your character and who you are as a person, that defines who you are. And that contributes to making you handsome or beautiful. Not everything is about your looks. So the older I get, I've grown in being more compassionate, being compassionate with my words, and especially how we talk to people because like I came up with this concept in my mind, like H and H. So our words can either hurt and our words can heal, you know, and how we use our words is very important. And we want to make sure we spend more time using the healing with our words than we do in hurting people. So we should be compassionate and understanding with people with their looks. And I'm a huge advocate of for human beings and being kind and being compassionate. And I have an extra compassion for women because I've been privileged, to have like, female friends and homegirls and stuff and extra closeness with my mom. And sometimes when I talk to women, women have shared with me as a brother, as a friend, what I'm saying? Like it's hard for them to be a woman because as a woman, they experience so much sexism and they're told that like, you have to, have a big butt and a big breast and your waist has to be tiny. You have to look this way and look that way. And some of my female friends who don't have, how can I say this kindly, a voluptuous body, like men disregard them and everything because they're not built a certain type of way. And some of them shared with me that they wanted to have the surgery, do the surgery to make their butt and breasts bigger so they can look, more pretty. And I'm kind of like, well, I mean, just accept yourself for who you are and what you look like. And they're like, no, you don't understand. Like men would just disregard them and don't look at them, and men would cheat on them or leave them for a woman who has a bigger butt and bigger breast. And I understand, and they're just like, you don't understand. I'm like, no, I understand why the man may cheat on you for a more voluptuous woman. But what I'm saying is that if you're not genetically built that way, just accept yourself for what you look like. And some of them went on ahead and they had the surgery and they did it to their body. They got the breast implants and the butt injection, and they were happy. I'm like, okay, cool. And then some of them didn't. And I gave them some food for thought. And some of them, I'm like, yo, so I'm such a dude with this stuff, but like I don't know all the procedures, but I do know that like you have to get it updated ever so often. So like a car, you just update your brakes, your wheel alignment, this and that. So with your breast implants and your butt injection, you have to update these things. That's something that you're willing to do. So instead of you accepting yourself for what you look like genetically and naturally, you're going to pay a doctor to enhance your breast and butt because you don't accept what you look like, And I love Spike Lee. I love everything Spike Lee does, his films, his series he's produced and done. So like, of course, when She's Gotta Have It came out, I saw every single episode. I know the movie and this TV series. So there's, I don't want to give out too much. There's a character named Shemeka, and Shemeka, she wants to work at the strip club, and Fat Joe was the manager or whatever. And Shemeka didn't like her body, and she was best friends with Nova Darling. So Shemeka, she went through a procedure. She went to an apartment, and this woman, gave her injection and stuff like that, and she wanted to enhance her body. And there's a part in the episode. I'm laughing a little bit about it because it was funny. There's a part. So like, first of all, she comes out on stage. Guys, we like the voluptuous looking woman a lot of times. So all the men, they're lusting after her and hounding and this and that because she's so more voluptuous looking. So I'll tell you, there's an explosion. I'll say that much. There's an explosion, and then she had to go to the hospital and this and that. And I was laughing because when you see the imagery of it, the way Spike Lee did it in the film, and did it in the TV series, it's kind of comical. But then the person who I am and being humanitarian, being compassionate, it's like, yo, Shemeka, Ma, like, why don't you just accept yourself for what you look like genetically? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how, the Most High made your body to look, and just accept yourself. But, she didn't accept herself for what she looked like. She wanted to change how she looked, how God made her, and she went through her certain experiences. But it's like, so that's why like when we talk to our women, like, especially if you're fortunate to have sisters and a daughter and mothers and so forth, and you have, female friends, you're able to know and experience like women deal with a lot in regards to their body, like what is considered to be beautiful. So when I talk to women, especially, I strive to make sure I'm extra compassionate and understanding when I talk to women, because when some of them share with me in confidence, like, yo, Zig, yo, AZ, this is what they experience of being a woman. So like, have compassion when you talk to women. And like, I have a very strong compassion, understanding for women in regards to that. And I know, like, I love art. Like, I love art. And there's a art book. It's Beautiful by Mark Baptiste. And there are pictures in this art book, and it's all different types of women who are posing nude. And I know Lisa Ray's in the book too. She's beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? And these women in the art book, and they're showing, all these different types of beautiful women. And it's like, it's groovy. It's nice to see all these different types of women in this art book, because beauty comes in many shapes and sizes. So I'm a big person on energy. You know, your energy that contributes to you looking handsome or beautiful. You know, handsome and beautiful, that contributes, you know. And I see some people sometimes and they don't even have to say certain words to me. I can just read their energy. And for me, some people, like, your energy and your words that you're speaking out of your mouth, they go hand in hand and they align. And then some people, to me, like, it's just fluff. Like, your energy and your words don't match. You're just saying fluff. And I'm very, people will tease me sometimes. And like, your energy always speaks, Adrian. They're like, because sometimes you'll just give people this blank look and like, and they can tell that you don't, I'm like, because, and then people I'm close to, I'm like, because I don't feel their energy and their words aren't really real. And that's, to me, that's making, that looks ugly. If your energy and your words don't align, that's very ugly. But like, yeah, like your energy and who you are as a person and, you know, having a pure heart, a pure mind, pure intentions, that contributes to a human being looking handsome and beautiful, you know, or like handsome or beautiful, I should say. So like all that contributes, you know what I'm saying, like your energy. So it doesn't matter if you have, you know, big lips, big nose, you know, flat stomach, flat chest, nappy hair, thick hair, thin hair, curly hair. None of those things matter. It's all superficial, you know, your energy inside. So who you are on the inside, who you are, your behavior, your actions, how you treat people, that's going to reflect on the outside to how handsome or how beautiful you are. You know, so all that contributes to it as well.
So don't you bring me down today, no matter what we do, no matter what we do, no matter what we do, no matter what we say. Yeah, oh yeah, and everywhere we go, don't you bring